Hello everyone, Mark here, Marx Max Muscle, and this is day 2 of the Invitational, the very first ever Marx Max Invitational, and this is the finals. This will be it, guys. We're going to take a look at the callouts. First and foremost, we're going to take a look at where I have everybody placed. We have 8 callouts. The first 6 callouts will have 4 gentlemen, and we have 2 final callouts, the second and the first, with 3 gentlemen in them. So pop your popcorn, get your engine started, and if you hadn't watched the first day yet of action, go ahead and watch all their routines. But if this is all you're in it for, hey, I don't blame you, because this is going to be exciting, guys. Take a look at the competition. Take a look at the competition. This is gentlemen's that, in my estimation, will be placing 30th through 27th. Now, of course, there is a variable of a guy placing really good in this lineup. He might be versus a guy that did weak in the next lineup, and that goes with all the callouts. And I will definitely be doing little comparisons on the side for the very final announcement for the placings. But this is your 8th callout. We have Andrew Parsons. He is a giant. He was competitor number 26. Food for thought. Andreas Badenhorst. I like that name. He was a competitor number 6, actually, and that's just the order that they sent their videos in. And the third guy here, we have Chedley, I believe his name is. Chedley Benained. So, might have some of their last names wrong, but what have you, it's Chedley. He was competitor number 19. And last but not least in this lineup is Human. He is competitor number 11. So that's your call out, your last call out, and I had to turn some guys down. So this is no disrespect meant to any of you guys. Hey, you made it into the top 30. And here we go with the next call out. We're going back, of course. So call out number 7, beginning off with Kenneth Everett. He was competitor number 3, actually. We have Lars. Look at that. This guy's, he was doing his Michael Jackson impression. But anyway. Alexei, he will be featured in this lineup here, so high hopes for him. And last but not least is Kaz. Oh, sorry, Lars was competitor number 7. Alexei was 23, and Kaz was competitor number 17. So that is your second to last call out. And again, no disrespect meant to any of you guys. There's some good competition here. The 6th call out, we have Zane. He was competitor number 27. And next in line here, we have competitor number 2, Marty Toomey. So he was one of the first guys to send in his video. And then we have the Wagner brothers, Leonard and Valentine. They were competitor number 5 and 4. Of course, they send in their videos together. So that's quite a lineup. You can see the conditioning has improved. It's going to get deeper as we go into the callouts as well. This is the 5th callout. So you can definitely see these guys up the ante as far as condition. We have competitor number 30, last but not least. And if you watch the video, the first video, you could see he was last, Ali. So, yeah. Jared Glick, competitor number 10. He looks peeled. Don't let this standing relaxed fool you. He is peeled. Blake Hernandez, competitor number 1. He was the very first. And the ravishing one, Ravishing Rudy Balboa, competitor number 18. Good call out. And so is this one. This is an outstanding call out, number 4. Now, I kind of placed these guys so that they would match up with each other. Like the last call out, they were pretty conditioned, but didn't quite have that lag size. Like these guys here have pretty good structures. Might not even be in the condition of the previous guys, but I still say overall they are doing enough for that size to make a very interesting call out. Number 4, we have James Hoffman. Then after him, we have simply Nick. It was competitor number 22 for Hoffman, 29 for Nick. And Christopher is beside them guys, competitor number 21. Last but not least is Nicholas. So he was competitor number 20. if you watch their routines. Nick and Nicholas, I believe that is the only repeat names in this one, and that is outstanding. That is outstanding. I was pretty happy about that fact. And here we are with the third call out. These guys, not quite the size of that fourth call out, but overall much better, I would say, with that condition. What several packages here we have. These are good bodybuilders for this competition. Solomon Earhart, and he was competitor number 14. Vereri, I believe his name is. He is a sleeper hit. He's a dream killer, dream crusher. Oh, that's somebody else. Never mind. He was competitor number 15. Florian beside him. He has outstanding aesthetics, good condition too. And Sayer the Slayer, competitor number 16, might not be as peeled as his opponents here, but I'm telling you right now, he has some gifts, some good guns, some good wheels. Going to be interesting. And that leads us to your second call out. And this is just as interesting to these three gentlemen as it is to the three remaining gentlemen. That congratulations, I'll congratulate them before I even announce them that they did make it into the first call out. But this is your second call out. All three of these guys, fantastic, and with a couple of tweaks on all cases, they could have easily made it into that first call out. This is Alfonso. He was competitor number 25. Then beside him we have Josef Shietu, and that's the last time I'm going to try his last name. I apologize. Very aesthetically pleasing indeed. And last but definitely not least, we have Tommy Hilt. And in all three of these cases, all three of these guys, you could have won this matchup. You could have won this tournament. Very close. And you do good in this lineup, and definitely you'll be compared to the guy falling in third. And if it gets, there's a chance, but you know what I'm saying. And this is what I'm saying. This is your top three at the 2023 Max Maximus Command. What are you doing? Muscle Invitational. And what a top three we have here. We have Josh, the Blonde Bomber Stover, competitor number 28. Competitor number 24 beside him, we have Simply J, and I call him Jay the Dream Crusher. And it may be that situation for two of the other gentlemen, including competitor number 12, Austin Rivera. And all three of these guys, outstanding. I mean, they brought excellent condition. They brought size. And for this Marx Max Muscle Invitational, these are the best of the best. And I cannot wait to judge all their mandatory shots and announce the placings for everybody. But we are going to begin with the final call out, the last call out. These four gentlemen all look fantastic, but like I said, I had to turn some guys down for this. I have Andrew in first for the front double, Andreas in second, I have Chedley third, and Human in fourth in this one. And the structure, I think, overall for Andrew gets him the win in this one. And I guess Andreas has the best set of arms here, maybe the best condition for Chedley. Go through these shots pretty quick because we have a lot to look at, a lot to consider in this one. This is the exact same. I have Andrew and his incredible midsection getting him a win in this one. Chedley, Andreas, I have him second. Chedley with pretty good condition. Chedley maybe the most. Go to the side chest. Now, this one here I would give to Andreas. To be honest, he has the best overall package here. And actually, Human, maybe even in second place. Not bad from the side. And Chedley, I think his condition is pretty good. And obviously the camera angle you have to take into consideration. And Andrew from the side, I'm gonna give him fourth actually in the rear double. And the placings go to the original grouping. We have first Andrew in first. We have Andreas in second, Chedley third, and Howman in fourth. I guess it's that huge V taper of Andrew. Here's the rear lat. Same thing here. Andrew, the lat king. That's what they call him, the lat king. Actually, Andreas has some pretty good lats, too. Not bad at all. Maybe the best condition to Chedley. You guys notice Howman. Look at Howman's back. You guys think that looks like a big cat, like a puma cat? Big eyeballs there and the ear flaps? No. Well, maybe not, maybe not. Go to the next pose. Side tricep here. And I'm going to give this one to Chedley due to the condition. Howman, actually good from the side. Not bad from the side. Good side chest. He's getting second. Third would go to Andrew. That incredible size. And when it's close between him and Andreas, I have to give it to Andrew. He's not wearing shoes. Go to the abs and thigh. And I would give this one, honestly, to Andrew if he wasn't so smooth. He's a little too smooth. Probably give it to him anyway because he's winning in the quad size. Everybody else a little bit small in that area. Chedley getting second due to condition. And Andreas probably third. And Howman, he is getting fourth in the abs and thigh. Go to the most muscular, in which case this is a very close shot. You could really take into anything into consideration. I apologize, little tongue-tied for this one. We're just beginning too, guys. We're just beginning. Yeah, very close. I definitely will take more into consideration and write down my placings. And ultimately, I will tell you all of the placings at the very end. Go to the next call out. We have Killer Ken in first with Alexi. I apologize. Alexi gets second place in this one. When it's close between these two dudes, I'm going to go with Ken every time because he has a better background. That stuff counts, guys. That stuff counts. And I have Lars. I'm going to go with Lars for third. And Kaz gets fourth here. Lars and Kaz, similar. Better midsection for Lars. Go to the front lat spread. Run through these pretty quick. We're going to go with Alexi for the front lat spread. I think his V-taper is much better. That much better than Ken. And food for thought, I'd give Kaz the victory over Ken, with Lars falling last in line in the front lat spread, with all due respect. Go to the side. Go to the side chest. And Kaz, I'd probably give him this one. And Alexi, he has a better balance, upper lower body. And Ken, what can I say? He has the meat. Probably he has the best capabilities of maybe the superior side chest, but he just needs to open up a little bit. Lars opened up a little bit too much. Go to the back double. Rear double. Killer Ken gets this one. He has the arms. He looks like he is in superior condition as well. I would go with Alexi once again for second. Kaz, we're going to go with Kaz for third with Lars. He needs to be able to open up a little bit more. Train yourself to pose a little bit more, Lars. Go to the rear lat. Same thing here. We're going to go with fourth place for Lars in both of the back shots, unfortunately. Kaz gets third. And it's again a battle between Alexi, which I actually would give the rear lat, and Killer Ken, not as good in this pose as he was in the rear double. Go to the side tricepses. Louis Marco reference, of course. We're gonna go with Killer Ken here. He has the arm and he has the conditioning. I think we're gonna go with Alexi. I know, sounds like a broken record. It seems like first, second in a lot of these poses, with third going to Kaz, of course, and Lars. With improved posing, Lars, you can get right in there. Go to the abs and thigh. And speaking of the L-man, Lars, bodyweight exercises, this is all he does. And look at the legs that he has developed. And the abs, he wins this shot. With Kaz actually surprising me with the second place. Third goes to Alexi, with maybe more V-taper needed for Killer Ken, who gets fourth. It's his first fourth in this. So yeah, look for him to maybe... Well, we'll see. Go to the most muscular. And Lars. Lars is a strong finisher. I'm surprised, to be honest. And in second place, I'll go with Ken. Whenever it's close, I'm going to go with that good background. He's got a sheet, good lighting, for sure. And Kaz, I think his abs there, nice little display. And the wheels, of course, with Alexei falling fourth. And I believe this is Alexei's fourth, or first, last place, with a fourth in the lineup, of course. Now let's move into the next call out. This is your sixth call out. We have Zane, Marty Toomey, Leonard Wagner, and his brother, Valentin Wagner. I'm going to actually go with one of the Wagner brothers for the win in this one. Leonard, he possesses maybe the best upper body, good calves as well. Not bad wheels, pretty good. Marty Toomey might be winning in the quads. Good separation, very long arms, and that's going to probably hurt him, but he still probably gets second. Zane with third, and Valentin for fourth. Go through these shots. Zane actually brings your best package here. Upper, lower body, things of that nature, aesthetically pleasing. Pretty decent. Leonard, he's good. We're probably going to give him second. Valentin over Marty Toomey. Marty, he needs to open up a little bit more in this shot, I would suggest. Go to the side chest. Wow, look at Valentin here. He is peeled, and he has the muscle where it counts. He gets the win. Zane or Leonard for the second place. It's close. Better arms for Leonard. Marty again falls last. Needs a little bit more meat in the arms. Go to the back shots. Go to the back. And unfortunately, Marty Toomey a little unsymmetrical. It's going to hurt him in this lineup. This is a pretty good lineup here. These guys are all pretty good, pretty close, and that's why they're in the lineups that they are. I got Zane for second, and I got Leonard for first, and Valentin for third. But you know what? It's pretty close. The rear lat, that's hard to say. The lighting, I think, is washing out some of the detail for Zane, and the camera angle might be a little bit different too. So you have to take all that into consideration. Leonard could win this one. He's got the cleanest, neatest back shot, or the lat insertions. But ultimately, I think he would fall second to Zane, with Leonard, with Marty Toomey falling last in line due to the unsymmetrical. I believe it is his right lat. Aside from that, actually, Marty's winning on condition. Go to the side tricep. Here we go. I believe Marty's doing enough to get a point. 1 point in the side tricep. Two points for, we're going to go with actually Valentin. Look at how peeled he is from the side. Beating his brother from the side. Actually, I'd give the Zane over Leonard in the side tricep. Not your best pose, Leonard. Fix that, and you'll be right there in the hunt. Go to the abs and thigh. Toomey, come on, Toomey. Best set of abs. And when I say Zane's abs and things of that nature being washed out due to the lighting, it's happening here. You can actually see the abs, but probably just as cut as Toomey. We're actually going to give him second in the abs and thigh. Third for Leonard. He has a better set of abs, does Valentin, but it's a better V-taper and a much better quad, I think, for Leonard. Close. Go to the most muscular. We're going to go with Marty Toomey. And I believe Wagner, the long-haired Wagner, Valentin, gets second with 2 points. 3 points for his brother, Leonard, in third. And in fourth place with 4 points goes to Zane. And that is your sixth call out, guys. We are getting even deeper into this video as we count backwards to your fifth call out. This is a stiff lineup here, guys. Condition, things of that nature, balance, overall packages are improving, and it is exciting. We're going to go with Rudy. This is a ravishing Rudy Balboa. For first, he has the best arms, he has the best abs, but make no mistake about it, this is right down the middle between all of these guys. I got Ali for second due to those abs, just tremendous. Blake, hey, he has a vacuum, best set of arms, but probably actually give him a loss in this one. And Jared, he is peeled. Don't like that camera angle at all. Go to the front lat spread. Again, very close all the way around. Probably give Jared the win. His wheels seem to be pretty separated. Pretty good indeed. Again, don't like that camera angle. I'm going to go with Blake over Ali. Due to those wheels, Blake a little bit more developed, but their upper bodies very similar. And unfortunately, Rudy falls last in line in the front lat spread. Not his best shot. Go to the side chest. Ali's gonna fall last in line in this one. Good from the front. Take those abs out of the equation. Arms need a little bit more thickness in them, of course. Jared actually getting third in this one. With Blake. Blake, look at the lower half. Good balance for sure. And Rudy is either losing or winning in this one. Look at the chest, big man's chest. And arms on this dude. Go to the first of the two back shots. Rear double double. And I believe Rudy is in trouble in this one. Unsymmetrical in this shot. I think it was he was being rushed. Ali falls third in this one, with Blake getting a second place. That's a lot of thick meat for Blake, with that razor thin condition of Jared. I mean, if it was just the back alone, we'd give it to Blake, but rear lat spread. And I think it's the same thing here. I think it's safe to say that Jared is just pizzizzled. Blake, he's got the most developed back, I have to say. Gets him second with Ali, a nice perfect V-taper. Good condition too, and some calves there, getting him third with Rudy. Rudy needs some width. Go to the side tricep, and this is hilarious. Rudy, you're either winning or you're losing. Look at this. There's plenty of gears in between. You're either in first or fifth or sixth, if it's a sixth gear. I think Jared is doing enough to get second place, with, I believe Ali is doing enough in the upper body to get third. And fourth to Blake, even though it is so close. Abs and thigh. And Ali, maybe the best set of abs in this entire tournament. Jared, he is right there with him. Maybe winning in the wheels, but Ali just too good in those abs. Rudy, he's good too. Ultimately loses to the other two guys with Blake. Blake's winning this shot. V-taper, silhouette, and quads, but little too smooth, monsoon. Sorry, Blake. Had to do it. Love you, man. Go to the most muscular, and Jared. Wow. He comes out impressive in this one. Blake, he is big. Enough size here to get second, with Rudy falling third, and ultimately the Ali, ultra conditioned, ultra separated, getting fourth in this one. And that is your fantastic fifth call out. And now your fourth call out. These guys are loaded with muscle. And since we are getting closer to that almighty first call out, I'm going to be a little bit more vague on the placings. Although I will say, Nick is definitely taking this front double. Look at the upper body on the guy. Look at the arms on the man. Christopher, good arms too. Good wheels as well. Now, James needs a little bit more V-taper for sure. And Nicholas needs a different color background so his muscles pop a little bit more. Go to the front lat spread. Nick's going to be a tough guy to beat in this one. But if anybody can do it, I would say Christopher. He has more of a balance. Hey, I got nothing against your physique, Nicholas, but it is very hard to see. Very hard to see. Side, turn to the side here, and James is good from the side. Need to tuck that far arm in a little bit, just like Nicholas is doing. But obviously, when you look at the wheels, Nicholas needs a little bit more meat in those calves. And talk about calves, Christopher. Congratulations. Christopher might even be winning the side chest. Go to the first of the two back shots. Christopher has the best lat insertions here. Camera angles are different. I realize that, but I mean, genetically speaking, this guy is a Hostetler stud. Wow, very impressed. Nick's good too. Definitely a battle between those two dudes. Rear lat spread, kind of the same thing here. James, need to display those legs a little bit better, man, to get into this hunt. The rear lat spread is honestly the better shot of the two. But still, maybe ultimately falling last in line in both of the back shots. Unfortunately, go to the side tricep. Now see, James gets back in the hunt here. Him and Nick from the side, definitely, this is a duel between those two dudes. Look at Christopher. Christopher's calves. Congratulations on those calves, my man. Wow. Abs and thigh, and in this lineup, these guys are loaded with meat, but in all cases, maybe slightly too smooth monsoon. Little too smooth anyway. Christopher probably doing enough to get second with those quads. Maybe we'll give Nicholas third or fourth. Third or fourth. Go to the most muscular, in which case I think I might actually give this one to my man James. Not winning many shots in this, but this one he probably is. Him and Nick doing battle in this one. Christopher, it's probably not his best pose, as well as Nicholas. A little too smooth. He hadn't even dieted though. So, but hey, that's the excuse. I gotta call it like it is, and that is your fourth call out. Go to your third call out. I love this group, this lineup. Peeled. Look at Solomon, the Australian native. His shreds are getting him a first place in this one. Sayer, the Slayer at the end, maybe the least conditioned. I don't know, but he is absolutely dominant in that structure. Those arms, I think it's doing enough to get him a second place. Third to Florian. I think his V-taper is doing enough to defeat Vereri, but make no mistake about it, he has came to this matchup to compete. Front lat spread, Solomon again. He is just going to be too much, I think. Look at the wheels. Not the widest in the upper body, but just so gosh darn conditioned. Actually like Vereri in this one. Not bad at all. I think he's doing enough to defeat the other two guys, even though Sayer, he is pretty impressive in that upper body. Needs a little bit more separation in the lower half. Florian falls last in line, unfortunately for him. Turn to the side here, and I just cannot get over this Solomon. He is impressive. Little bit lean, but look at those calves. They are, they're more than a match for the rest of his physique. It's going to be close between the other three guys, I have to admit. Condition-wise, you're going to go with Vereri, but muscles, I mean, wow. Slayer and Florian, not bad. Let's have a look at the backs. Here is a situation where I figured Solomon was going to dominate. But back for back, he might even be last in line. And the hamstrings, not as strong as the quads. So this leaves this matchup wide open. This is going to be close between these guys. Go to the rear lat. Little bit better of a display here, I would say, for Solomon. Gets his condition back in order. But Vereri, look at Vereri, very strong in this shot, I have to say. And between Florian and Sayer the Slayer, I gotta say, it's pretty close. Look at the traps on Florian. Wish you could see that better with better lighting. Go to the side tricep, IFBB order here. And the Australian native is just unbelievable. Who cares if it's strawed or glutes? I believe this bloke is strawed it everywhere. Even his hair. Oh, I do believe there's a little kitty cat. Look at that little kitty cat. That gets him bonus points for sure. Hey, it is what it is. I like those kitty cats. They're furry and fluffy. The ones that purr anyway, not the ones that hiss. Here's the abs and thigh. You know the ones. They claw you too. Abs and thigh all the way around. This is an awesome shot. Look at Florian. Might not be the most conditioned out of this group, but I think personally it is the best one out of the lot. So we're going to go ahead and give him a little bonus point here because he has the best abs and thigh. As far as Sayer the Slayer is concerned, take those arms out of the equation. Little too smooth, monsoon. Unbelievable for Solomon. His abs. Solomon gets the most muscular. Probably. Between him and Sayer. Yeah, Sayer needs a little bit more separation in those quads for sure. But look at those arms, mate. Look at them arms. So that is a very interesting lineup. That is your, what did I say, your third call-out? We have 2 call-outs left, beginning with the second call-out, of course. And we're down to 3 gentlemen for each of these last 2 call-outs, which makes things easier for judging, but it really doesn't because these guys are all fantastic. We have Alfonso. He might have the best balance, lower half, upper body, best arms, things of that nature. Well, not the best arms, but somewhere in the middle. for sure. Yosef in the middle, the dude in the middle, he is the most aesthetically pleasing out of the bunch. Tommy Helt, not Hilt, it's Helt. Look at the upper body on this guy. Unbelievable. He is the clear winner in the arm department. Gonna be tight, guys. Go to the front lat spread. And this is a tough decision also. If you're looking at the wheels, the symmetrical nature of this, Alfonso is your clear winner. If you're looking at the aesthetics, Yosef all the way. And Tommy, he is Tommy Gun. And he has some guns. He has a good front lat spread as well. Turn to the side. What a matchup. What a matchup. These guys are clearly in the next level. These guys are all about levels. Look at the separation in the wheels of this Alfonso. This guy's good, man oh man. And look at that just fresh, raw muscle of Yosef. And Tommy, I mean, the guy's a big dude all the way, big dude. Wow, 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 bum, bum. It's going to depend on the back. Who has the better back? And this is a toss-up too, guys. Yosef, again, nice balance. I think Alfonso might have the best lower, upper balance. And he has a pretty good back too, guys. Pretty good back. And Tommy may have the best as far as just the back is concerned. The arms, close matchup, guys. Go to the rear lat spread. And I am anticipating a close matchup between everybody. Look at the back. The back itself. I gotta favor Tommy. I have to. Yosef, a good balance. This young kid has a bright future. Go to the side tricep. IFBB order, of course. And I can hear you guys now. But Marx Max Muscle, you have yet to do my voice. Well, there you go. I'm sure you're in there somewhere. Tommy, you got to get the full body in the pictures, guys. That it's important. Seems futile to you guys, but it is important to me. Yeah, I would wager to say this Yosef has one of the most aesthetically pleasing, probably the best side tricep of all the tournament. When it comes to the abs and thigh, Alfonso gets an extra point here. And I apologize, Alfonso, but hey, it is what it is. He didn't hit the pose. He didn't hit the shot in his mandatories. And you're going to get deducted. Or in this case, you're going to get a point thrown on. And I would wager to say it is an easy win for Yosef between him and Tommy. And Tommy's no slouch in this shot. Most muscular, Tommy is finishing strong. With the most muscular, I think it's an easy victory for him. Well, I don't know. Aesthetically speaking, Yosef's right there. Of course, he's winning aesthetics. And the wheels for Alfonso, he is winning on that aspect. So, close right down to the last shot between these three. But ultimately, I think Alfonso might be in trouble because of that missing abs and thigh, unfortunately. And now, your first call out. Your top three, Josh, the blonde bomber, Stover. I mean, this guy's incredible. I would wager to say he has the best set of arms. He's not pulling a vacuum like the other two guys, which I do appreciate. I like the ribcage expansion, but I think he's doing the right move, giving up a little bit of a V-taper for those incredibly etched abs. So yeah, Josh, the blonde bomber, Stover, would get an edge over Jay the Dream Crusher and even Austin Rivera, who I would wager to say both absolutely have an edge over Josh in the wheel department. So that must be taken into consideration also. And we are forgiving Austin on his not best pitcher quality. The other two dudes, we had to bend the rules to get them in here, keep in mind. So we're looking past that pitcher footage. Go to the front lat spread. Now I'm going to say one thing here. Austin, how his hands are on the outside of his hips. He's hitting this the most proper. And Josh, pretty good. I mean, his hands aren't in too much. And you can see Jay, he's creeping his hands in a little bit too much and too high as well. But having said that, I mean, he's awesome, is Jay. And Josh, his upper body is incredible also. If you look lat for lat, Austin has it. And he has the best balance also. Look at the quads on Jay and Austin. What a level of competition. I call those saddlebags or mounty bumps. Just massive quads. Taking nothing away from that upper body, of course, of Josh. Close matchup so far. Go to the side chest development. Very thick, very three-dimensional. Big man's chest. Big round delt for this young man, Austin. And I have to say, Jay, he was incredible from the front. Not as thick, not as hardy from the side. Good calves, though. Good calves on Austin, not bad. Josh, he looks okay. Upper body, lower body, decent balance here. Let's have a look at the back. And like I said, guys, this is a very close matchup, so each one of these poses is going to count. Lower half, I gotta be honest, Josh, he is not doing as well as the other two guys as far as thickness is concerned. Now, Austin, I believe he could be displaying his legs a little bit different, a little bit better. I see what he's doing. I got nothing against that stance. It's just I prefer, the way, say, Jay's hitting it here. I mean, look at those quads. You can see the quads more. Now, when it comes to lower lat insertions, Austin, I mean, he's definitely in the lead here. Josh, pretty nice shot, I gotta say. The rear lat spread, same thing. Josh has a fantastic set of lats here. Clean, neat lat insertions. A little underwhelming in the lats, the lower lats for Jay. Here in the rear lat spread, he kind of pulls it off pretty good. Perfect V. Of course, he's usually winning in the lower half. Austin, his legs are huge too. Huge big quads and hamstrings. Massive. Here is the side tricepses, baby please, Louis Marco. A couple of Louis Marco references. Peeled. That's Sean Roden, may he rest in peace. Sean Roden says, peeled is Josh here. The overall flow would go to Austin, and I don't know. I think Jay might be a little out of his element in this side tricep pose. But in the abs and thigh, he is not out of his element. Look at these quads, guys. These are pro level, and no, he's not an IFBB pro, but if somebody does their homework, checks into this, yes, we had to bend the rules just slightly to get both him and Josh in this competition. Definitely. And each one of these guys could boast victory in this abs and thigh. Best abs maybe goes to Josh. Well, maybe to Jay. Best quads goes to maybe Jay, maybe Austin. I mean, this is a very narrow matchup. You're going to need to look at every pose, take everything into consideration. The most muscular, the balance I would have to give to Austin, upper and lower body. But the more I look at this, Jay, he looks pretty gosh darn good in this most muscular, upper, lower body. And you got to give it to Josh. Look at the midsection, perhaps the best out of the group, out of the three. Ultimately, guys, this could go either which way out of the three. It's so very close that we are actually going to take a look at the video footage of these three guys. And when it's close like this really makes a big difference to see these guys posing. Now, both Jay and Josh, they hit their pose pretty quick. I noticed. Austin, that's real time for him. He held the shot pretty good here. Nice transition. We'll go back to real time. Again, Austin hit the shot. Didn't move a whole lot. Now see how quick the other two guys. I like that transition for Stover. Would appreciate the shots being snapped and held a little bit longer though. Jay. Wow. Yeah. Well, I like how Josh did that. He flipped around. But is it enough to beat that big man's chest? Big manly chest. Big traps, big thick back. Austin here. The worst footage, I will say, picture footage, but maybe the thickest, biggest back out of the bunch. So this may be a... And food for thought, Stover, you were hitting your poses at a different, the wrong order. But whatever. Made up for it with that little bow and or arrow. Bow and or arrow. And the hair flick, I like that. But look at Austin. He looks good. He looks good. Kicks that calf. Point to the tricep. Well, not a fan of that. Pointing at the muscles. I'm just joking, Austin. You go ahead and point at that tricep. Just a heads up. I think the real judges might not like that. Abs and thigh, hitting them all at a different time. One guy was hitting a vacuum and the other one was waited to hit his vacuum. Most muscular. What a matchup. What a showdown. And I think, beyond the shadow of a doubt, taking nothing away from the other athletes, Tommy might have been able to duel it out with these guys, but I would wager to say that this is your top three, without a doubt. So that is your invitational, guys. What a matchup. And I will say thank you to each and every one of the competitors and all of you guys for sticking it out with me to the last minute. I will have, at this time, I would like to have the guys that will be placing 30th through 15th position. And hey, a lot of you guys have so much potential next year. Come in a little bit more peeled, a little bit more size. A couple of you guys in particular could definitely get into that first call out. But without further ado, here are the official placings. And we will be having more anticipation for the rest of the placings, but I mean, there's a lot of guys here. A lot of guys. And it was a tough decision. You know, pretty close. So it's not that far away from 15th to 30th, realistically. So thank you very much. And better luck next year. So you might as well start training now. Here is the gentleman that will be placing 14th through 11th. A lot of these guys loaded with muscle, loaded with potential, I'm here to tell you. Maybe not as conditioned as the earlier callouts, but I think it was close enough to have them ahead of all of the other remaining gentlemen. Here are the places. In 14th place, last but not least, we have Nicholas. And honestly, this guy's underrated. He is full of good shots, full of good poses. Just needs to improve on his conditioning and obviously get a better background. James Hoffman takes 13th place here. Kudos to him for getting in there. Improve your posing. You know, keep what you're doing with the building muscle. Obviously, you're loaded. Christopher, his muscles, back lat insertions, biceps, triceps, quads, push him to a 12th place finish. Out of 30 guys, that's pretty good. And ditto with Nick. Nick gets 11th out of 30 guys. You got to be proud of yourself. A little bit more condition out of all of these guys. They're structures, and they could have probably got a victory over some of the guys in this call out. But I don't know, man. This was one of my favorite call outs. In 10th place here is Florian. One of the best structures. Probably the best structure out of all 30 guys. And, you know, that's what pushed him to a 10th place finish. 9th place, we have Sayer the Slayer. Probably the best arms. There, I said it. If you guys want to know who had the best set of arms in this matchup, maybe one other guy that we've yet to see, but it'd be between him and Sayer the Slayer. We have the little underdog here. This Vereri, he is outstanding. Not much ego in this guy, I'm here to tell you. He wasn't in it to win. He just figured he'd come in to see how good he did. Well, you got 8th, and that's pretty gosh darn good. Solomon, maybe the most conditioned guy. So out of all 4 of these guys, I mean, a little bit of tweaking, a little more size, in all of the cases except for maybe a little more condition for Sayer the Slayer, and you guys will be right in there by next year. In 6th place, placing 6th at the 2023 Marx Max Muscle Invitational is Alfonso. Congratulations, Alfonso. I mean, this guy here, he's no spring chicken, long ways away from the stewing pot, but he defeated a lot of these 20-something-year-olds, so congratulations, Alfonso. You did pretty gosh darn good for yourself. And 6th place out of 30 guys, that's pretty good. In 5th place at the Marx Max Muscle Invitational, 5th place goes to Yosef Chiatu. I apologize if I got your last name wrong, but one thing I did not get wrong is that you earned this 5th place position out of 30 guys. Only a few guys placed ahead of you, and it was close. Little more tweaking. I mean, hey, you know you're right in there, aesthetically speaking. Probably the most aesthetic out of everyone. And best abs, well, you'd have to duel it out with Ali about that one, but it would be pretty close. So, Yusuf, congratulations, my man. You got 5th. And in 4th place, should be no surprise, in 4th place we have Tommy Helt. If it wasn't so tight in that top 3, I would have said for sure that Tommy could have got 3rd, maybe 2nd, maybe even won this one. Very close, Tommy, very close. So I definitely hope to see Tommy Helt, the 2024 Marx Max Muscle Invitational, in that first call out. And speaking of which, guys, this is your top 3. It has come down to this. And I have to say, even at this juncture, it is a difficult job. So I gotta hand it to the real judges, the real IFBB judges. They have one heck of a hard job. I mean, these 3 guys are all winners, in my opinion. And to make sure nobody skips ahead by accident in the YouTube, you know what I mean, flip through, and to see these guys' placings, I'm not going to flash the placings. I will simply let you guys know. I'll tell you guys the placings. So yeah, you guys know what I'm saying. You can skip ahead and actually see the placings by mistake. The anticipation in this one is mounting. Might have to put closed captions on this one. In 3rd place, keep in mind, guys, this was close. Between 3rd and 1st is close. In 3rd place at the 2023 Marx Max Muscle Invitational, 3rd place goes to the Blonde Bomber, Josh Stover. Congratulations to him. Congratulations to the top 2 as well. Extra special congratulations to the top 2. In particular, one of these 2 guys. So it has come down to 2 gentlemen. Jay and Austin. Austin and Jay. The Dream Killer versus the Prodigy. I don't know. 2 fantastic bodybuilders, head to toe. And in Marx Max Muscle tradition, the next name you hear will be the winner. Will be the recipient of the yet to be named prize. We'll let you guys know what he gets. The winner of the very first ever Marx Max Muscle Invitational. Here is your winner, Austin Rivera. Congratulations, Austin Rivera, on your huge win. Congratulations goes to Jay for placing 2nd. Almost worse placing 2nd than 3rd, I'm here to tell you. Not really, though. Not really. So, yes, in all 3 cases, I mean, could have went either way. What an exciting final. Nail biter. To tell you the truth, I am sure you guys have a full seat at home, but you probably didn't need it for this one. You probably just needed the edge of your seat, because that's where I'm sitting on mine. And I am sure Austin, Jay, and Josh, your top 3 at the Invitational, are as well. You guys did an outstanding job. All 30 gentlemen did an outstanding job. And so did you guys, the viewers, by simply tuning in, supporting these athletes by hitting thumbs up on the video. And guys, can't wait till next year. Gonna be even better. I have some special announcements to make. I definitely will be making some announcements on next year's Invitational, new rules, things of that nature. Have a great one, guys.